welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be making chicken and bacon Italian pasta. So here we go. So what you're going to need for this dish is some chicken breasts. It says to use 2, but there's 3 in here, so we'll have an extra one anyways. So you're going to also need some bacon, some spinach, some heavy cream, some small tomatoes that you'll cut up eventually, some pasta, I'm using bow ties in this one, some garlic, and some Parmesan. Now, for the Italian seasoning, you're going to have to make your own. So what I'm going to use is onion powder, basil, and oregano leaves, as well as crushed chili peppers, sweet Hungarian paprika, black peppercorn, and salt to taste for these 2. So let's get started. So after you've washed your chicken, because it's really important to wash meat, especially chicken, you're going to go over here and you're going to start dicing your chicken up. Like so. After you finish dicing up your chicken, you're going to move on to the bacon. Now you want to use a bit more bacon than chicken or chicken than bacon, whatever you prefer. So what you're going to do next is you're going to dice your tomatoes, because the tomatoes are going to give a nice Italian flavor to it. So let's begin dicing. It's the garlic. So it's only 4 cloves, but you're going to want to mince it. So next we're going to do the spinach. Now the spinach has to go in at a later time because if you put it in too early it will burn. So you want to put it in at just the right time so you get it perfectly well and not wilted. Alright, so the seasoning requires 2 teaspoons of seasoning. So what we're going to do is we're going to take out some measuring spoons here, like so. So we gotta find the teaspoon. So first, we're gonna add the oregano. So that's kind of the base. So we're gonna pour it in like that. So, you know what, I'm just gonna pour it into my hands. So you're gonna put the oregano in. So that's 1. Next, we're going to add the onion powder. So the onion powder kind of goes on the top. Let's see. Just pour it in. And now comes the basil. Some nice, freshly ground basil. Now you're going to want to do this twice, 2 times. So what you're going to do is you're going to get a small mixing bowl like this. So this. And you're going to take it and you're going to put the seasoning in. And you're going to do that twice. So after you finish cutting and making your seasoning, you're going to start by boiling water, as you can see here. This is going to be for the pasta. And what I'm using is I'm using bow tie pasta. We're going to use the whole box, of course. And then we're going to put it in this to mix it all together, which is a wok. Usually used for making stir fry, but we're going to kick it up and make an Italian style. So let's get to it. So you're going to pour it in like this, just to get the bottom covered. Just get around it. You want to get that nice olive oil flavor. Now, I use a special brush to do this. Help spread it. But I can't find it right now, so I'm going to use this. So just like mix that around like this. Just enough to have all of them go. So now you're going to put the heat on. I am going to use it on about 7 just to get the pan heated up. So now you're going to add your chicken. Just grab the chicken, bring it around town, let the pan get heated up, and we're about to get cooking good looking. Just keep adding the chicken. It's going to be a great dish tonight. As you can see, we got our stuff down, and what we're going to use tonight is this. This is what we do this. Be able to spread the chicken around and get that good stuff cooking. We're going to let that cook for some time, and then we're going to add the bacon. Once we add the bacon, we're going to add the seasoning. Let's check on our pasta. Still not boiled yet. Let's continue. You can see the pan is starting to sizzle. It's looking really nice. Lily's back filming. Say hi, Lily. Hey. All right, so we're gonna let that start sizzling. We're gonna add the bacon once this starts to get a little higher, and let's check back in on our pasta. So let's see. The water's still not boiled. We want to turn the heat up a bit. So let's turn that up to high. So now we're gonna add the bacon. This is the big chunks that we were talking about earlier. Now we're gonna add that in, and just to get everything done on time. So just checking in, this is how it's looking right now. Pasta's still hasn't boiled. So what you're gonna do next is you're gonna add your seasoning that we put in, which was the paprika, the oregano, the chili peppers, the basil, and the onion powder. So let's come over here. Just sprinkle that on. It's gonna be real good. Adding that. All right, so there goes the seasoning. We're gonna let that sit for a bit. It's pasta time. So the water's now boiling. I'm gonna open that up. See, we're doing bow ties tonight. Ooh, look at that. Pasta's in. And the cooking officially has begun. So now we're just gonna mix this stuff around. Chicken's looking nice, bacon's looking nice, everything's looking real nice. So next we're gonna add the tomatoes that we cut earlier. They're looking really nice. There's some heirlooms in there. So we're just gonna add those around like this. And then the spinach we're going to add once the tomatoes start to get cooked a little more.
First.
Now we're going to add the garlic.
Garlic has to go first so that it's going to cook it well.
So now you're going to add your cream.
I won't put the cream in until the end. Look at your time.
You need about 1.5 cups of cream. So we'll just let that sit and we'll refrigerate it until it's ready.
Yeah.
So let's add the spinach now. So we'll come over here and we'll just put it on top. Not only does it bring a good flavor, it also gives it some nice color towards it too. So we want to do it so it's not too wilted, but we also want it slightly wilted. Should be really good. So now we're going to drain the pasta. So follow me over towards the sink. You're going to want to really big drainer. You're just gonna plop all it in there. Good job, Elias. Just get that last piece, and there we go. So be careful when you're pouring it over because you don't want to burn your foot on the boiling water. So now you're gonna finally put the pasta, and you're gonna let that mix together. So before you put the cream in, you want to mix it together so it gets an even flavor in the pasta. Thank you. You just want to bring that together like this. Now it's like kind of like a blanket over it, so you want to like remove the blanket. So you want to reach below and bring the pasta above. Last but certainly not least, the cream. So you're just gonna drizzle that in. Just a little more. Finally, we're gonna add the Parmesan. So you're gonna just take a little bit of a handful and just gonna sprinkle it around, and it will give it an extra bit of creaminess to it. So now you take your tongs and this, and you're gonna stir